Chosen one, heaven reveals your royal identity. Your true family is calling. You were never ordinary. And if you feel something pulling you to listen right now, it is because a truth is about to unfold that you were not meant to miss. There is something so valuable that ignoring it could cause a blessing that has been waiting for you for a long time to come late. I'm talking to you because your identity has been kept from you until you were ready to receive it. It wasn't hidden by accident. Tonight, heaven starts to pull back the curtain and show you who you really are. You're not lost. We haven't forgotten about you. You are not alone either. Your real family has always known your name, even when you didn't feel seen on earth. If you agree, type Amen. Right now I'm going to tell you that your life has felt different because it was planned differently, with a purpose that no one else could understand. You were not being punished by the confusion, the distance, and the times when you felt like you did not belong. These were signs. These were signs that led you to a deeper truth that your soul has always known. There were places where you were put that couldn't fully understand you, because your origin isn't just what you've seen. Feel free to like this video before you continue. This will help you connect with what is being given to you right now and allow more peace and clarity to come into your life. You are becoming more aware of the fact that your real family is not made up of physical people, but of spirit, connection, and divine purpose. There are forces in heaven that have watched over you, kept you safe, and been waiting patiently for this moment when you would start to hear their voice. You've felt their presence in quiet times, sudden calm in the middle of chaos, and sudden strength when you thought you couldn't go on. That was not a coincidence. You were being reached out to by your real family. Getting this right is important because it sets the stage for everything else that will happen. Being royal isn't about how important you are in the world. It's about how powerful you are in your spirit. That which you carry within, you cannot be taken away. It was put there before you came into this world. You couldn't get through some doors, some people wouldn't stay, and some paths felt blocked, even when you tried your best to walk them. You'll be led back to what really belongs to you. You may have asked yourself many times why your path seemed harder than others, and why you had to go through things didn't seem fair. But I'm telling you now, it wasn't for no reason. Every hard time made you stronger so that you can handle what's about to come out. Every tear, every disappointment, and every moment of being alone was getting your heart ready to see the truth when it came. Everything I have covered across this channel is now in one place. The prayers, the teachings, the daily blessings. It is all inside the Daily Miracle Manual. Link in the description. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site, you are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today. Join our community and see what God brings back into your life. You are being called to do something right now that you did not prepare for. Because the time for silence is over. It is real and getting stronger. You are being called by your true family, not out of fear, but out of love, happiness, and a deep sense that you belong. You are being drawn to something that is both new and old at the same time. This is because your spirit knows what your mind is only beginning to understand. If you believe in God, type 777. People aren't telling you to run away from your life. They're telling you to see it in a new way. To understand that what you thought was random was actually planned. What you thought was rejection was actually protection. And what you thought was delay was actually alignment. Even when you felt lost, your steps were planned out. Your identity has been kept safe, even when you didn't believe in your own worth. And your path has been watched over, even when it seemed uncertain. This is why you need to pay close attention. What is about to be said will forever change how you see yourself. You are more than just someone trying to stay alive. You have been picked to rise. You have a strength, a light, and a voice that you haven't fully used yet, seen or heard. You are a royal being in every way, and these things are starting to wake up inside you. There were times when you didn't believe in yourself, but your true family always did. They have been through your fights and pain, and they have celebrated your wins, even the ones that no one else saw. There is love around you that goes deeper than anything you've ever known. A love that never ends, never breaks, and never goes away. You are about to enter a new season where you will no longer feel disconnected from your purpose. This is why I'm telling you this. Things will feel different than they did before. As time goes on, you'll begin to see patterns, links, and meanings that you hadn't seen before. Today is not a mess. It's the start of more clarity. The way you feel will also change. You'll have a quiet confidence that doesn't need to be proven. A peace that doesn't depend on what happens, and strength that doesn't come from the outside world. This is proof that your identity has been restored. It's like this when you start to connect with who you really are. Why do experts think this brainwave discovery might be taken down from the internet soon? A well-known neuroscientist shared information linked to the CIA about a 7-second ritual that might change how aware people are of money issues. 4 neuroscience labs have confirmed that this method is helping people live better lives. A lot of people now live in dream homes, drive fancy cars, and go on fancy vacations. But you might not be able to get this information for long before it goes away. Click the link in the description and comments. Don't be scared of this change. It won't take anything away from you. It's giving you back something that was always yours. It reminds you of how important you are, what you're here to do, and how you fit into something much bigger than you thought. You're not going into the unknown. You're going into something that has always been planned for you. For some reason, you start to feel like your life has a purpose that goes beyond what people told you, showed you, or expected of you. This realization might be too much to handle at first, but it is also the start of your healing. You're not losing who you are. You're finally getting to know yourself. At times, you felt like you didn't belong, like your thoughts were different, and like your heart had a depth that other people couldn't fully understand. Those times weren't meant to make you feel alone. They were meant to keep you safe, being kept from losing your identity in places that couldn't support. It was your defense. You were never left alone, even when you felt like you were, because I was with you every step of the way. I set some distances so that you could hear my voice better. If you believe, type 1111. I know the questions you've had for a long time, but haven't always told anyone. You didn't understand why your path looked so different, why things seemed harder, and why you had to wait longer for things that other people got quickly. But I'm telling you now, it was never about waiting. It was about getting ready. You can only get stronger, clearer, and more durable over time as you work on what's inside you. You were getting ready for something that shouldn't be taken lightly. You are now entering a time when clarity will start to take the place of confusion. You'll begin to understand why some doors never opened, some relationships couldn't last, and some dreams had to be changed. It was all used up. You learned something from every experience, and those things are now part of your strength. You have lessons inside you that will help you find the life that is right for you. Other people don't need to be told that you are a royal, because everyone in heaven already knows. It's not based on approval, recognition, or acceptance from other people. It comes from the spirit that I put inside you and who you are at your core. So, no matter how much people didn't understand you, something inside you never really broke. You may have bowed because of stress, but you didn't lose who you were. There's a reason why you want to connect with something bigger, deeper, and more important than what you see. The complete guide, every daily prayer, every spiritual tool, everything I've put together to help you grow your faith is down in the description. It's called the Daily Miracle Manual. Now, stay right here with me, because as this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself, Jesus says. This is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. That pull is not a mistake. It was planned. You are hearing the call of your true family in your spirit. They are not far away. They are linked to you in ways you are only now starting to understand. Even when you couldn't see them, they were always close by. If you type, yes, miracles will happen. You are being asked to become more in tune with who you really are. And to do that, you have to let go of the identity you've been carrying around that wasn't yours. Labels, doubts, and limits that were put on you do not make you who you are. That was only for a short time, and they are now being taken down. It might feel weird at times, because you are leaving behind what is familiar. But what you're leaving behind is not even close to what's ahead of you. It will start to show in the way you think, feel, and act in different situations. Things that used to really bother you will begin to lose their power over you. Because of this, you will feel calm where there was anxiety, clear where there was confusion, and sure where there was doubt. You are not forcing this to happen. It is just happening naturally inside of you. I am making you stronger from the inside so that you can carry what is being given to you. You're not being hurried. You are moving at the right speed. Everything happens at the right time, and your moment is going exactly as it should. You shouldn't compare your path to anyone else's, because it's different. You will not miss what is meant for you. The people who really love you are calling you, not to force you to do something. They're not asking for perfection. They're just wanting to connect. They want you to know who you are, live from that, and walk in it. They have always known how talented you are, even when you didn't believe it. They're now ready for you to see it too. You'll find signs along the way let you know you're going in the right direction. You'll feel them when you're at peace, when something good happens out of the blue, and when you just know something that you can't explain. Pay attention to these times, because they will lead you in the right direction. They help you remember that you're not walking alone. You are also being asked to trust, even more than before. Believe in more than what you see. Believe in what your spirit tells you. Have faith that the changes in your life are taking you somewhere important. Don't worry if things don't make sense at first. They are still working out for the best. As you go on, this trust will become your strength. You may still face problems, but they won't affect you as much. You are getting smarter, stronger, and more aware of who you are. You are learning to be sure of who you are instead of being afraid of it. This will change everything about the way you live your life. Why does a neuroscientist in New York City want to talk about a secret brain ritual? Reports say that their lawyers are trying to shut down this page because research linked to the CIA found a brainwave method that can help you get money. 4 neuroscience labs back up this 7-second practice, which helps people get out of financial stress and into more stable lives. A lot of people are now living in dream homes, driving fancy cars, and going on fancy vacations. You should feel lucky that you found this page right now, because it might not stay up for long. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. You will start to draw things to you that in line with who you really are. Things, people, and situations that are a good fit for your energy will start to show up in your life. This is not a mistake. It is in line. As you become who you really are, your life will start to show that. You won't have to push things that don't belong to you anymore. Don't forget that this is a journey, not a single moment. You are peeling back layers, and every day you learn more. As you grow, be kind to yourself. Do not rush through the steps. Each one is important. As you grow, you'll be able to carry something important, long-lasting, and useful that will affect more than just your own life. Instead, you are becoming more aware of the fact that you were made with care, intention, and a purpose that can't be erased. At first, this change may not seem very big, but it will get stronger as you move forward. At this point in your journey, you need to know something very important. There is no magic trick that makes you a royal person out of thin air. It has been in you all along. Right now, you are remembering it. You are getting back in touch with a truth that has been hidden for years by fear, doubt, and misunderstanding. As you get back in touch with it, things will start to change in your life to fit that truth. Type then 10 to get good luck. You might start to feel different from places, habits, or even people that used to feel normal to you. You shouldn't be afraid of this. It is something that you should see as growth. As your identity starts to match your true nature, the things that don't fit will fall away on their own. This isn't loss. It is in line. You are slowly moving away from things that don't belong to you, so that you can get closer to the things that do. I know how strong you are, because you got to this point, even if you don't always see it in yourself. A lot of the time, you wanted to give up because the weight or the silence was too much for you. But you kept going, even if it only seemed like small steps forward. As someone who is persistent, that is part of what makes you who you are. You can't teach it. That thing is something that you have made. You're also starting to understand that how other people treat you doesn't change how valuable you are. There were times when you felt ignored, slighted, or even rejected. But those events did not make you who you are now. They showed you something about the places you were. People put you in places that didn't see your value. Not because you weren't valuable, but because they didn't understand. Right now, you're moving toward places where everyone can see you. To ask for miracles, type 222. You are now feeling a deeper connection and peace that doesn't need confirmation from other people. You're beginning to believe in your inner voice, which has always been there, giving you quiet advice. This voice is part of me and not something else. That's how I talk to you from the inside. It will get clearer as you listen to it more. It will lead you better the more you trust it. You will also start to understand that your past is not something to be ashamed of, but something to learn from. You are the person you are today because of everything that has happened to you. Even the bad things. There was no waste. When things seemed to go wrong, they were actually preparing you for something better. You have knowledge that you didn't have before, and that knowledge will help you move forward. There is no way that your true family is getting too close to you. They are getting closer to help you. As you continue to align with who you are, you will feel their presence more clearly. It will come as comfort when things are hard, as clarity when things are unclear, and as strength when you feel weak. You're not making this connection up. It's true, and it's getting stronger. Knowing who you are also means you have to take care of yourself. It's not a burden, but you should pay attention to it. You are being asked to live in a way that shows who you are, to be honest, to act with integrity, and to walk with purpose. You don't have to be perfect, but you should know this. You are aware of what you do and how it affects other people. You will notice that fear starts to lose its grip on you as you move forward. Things that used to make you anxious will no longer be as scary. You'll feel calm and sure of yourself when you talk to them because you know who you are. Problems won't go away, but you'll be able to deal with them in a different way. You will no longer feel like you can't handle problems. You're also getting ready to receive things you thought were out of reach before. Things that are in line with who you are will start to happen in your life, like chances, connections, and experiences. You don't need to go after this. As you keep growing, it will become second nature to you. It's up to you to stay on the same page, be open, and trust the process. There may be times when you wonder if you are really on the right path. At those times, think about what you feel in your spirit. You shouldn't just trust what you see, since you can't see everything at once. Believe that the path you are being led on is for a reason. The direction is still there, even when the path isn't clear. Imagine that a famous neuroscientist just told you about a way that helps thousands of people get more money. According to research linked to the CIA, a simple brainwave ritual can change how you see opportunities and act on them. 4 neuroscience labs have confirmed that this 7-second technique can help people move from being stressed about money to living better lives. A lot of people now live in dream homes, drive fancy cars, and go on fancy vacations. But it's possible that this data won't stay online for long. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. You're not going into this new season by yourself. I am with you and will guide you, help you, and keep you safe. The people who really care about you are with you and will help, support, and push you forward. Even if you don't always feel it, there is always someone or something around you. You are held in a way that can't be broken. Your life will start to change in ways you didn't expect as you continue to accept who you are. Things will slowly start to happen, not all at once. Moving toward the life that was meant for you will get easier with each step. You're not changing into someone else. You're just becoming who you always were. The part of you that has always known the truth is coming to the surface. This is how your identity is getting stronger. Your goal is no longer to change into someone else. You're letting yourself be the whole person God made you to be. Being aware of this will change the way you walk, talk, and think about your place in the world. Because of a reason, your heart has always been looking for something more important than what could be seen. It wasn't emptiness that made you want to go. It was direction. It was leading you to this very moment where you can start to understand. You can now see that your life has been a part of a bigger plan that you didn't fully understand before. And as you learn more, you'll have more faith in the path ahead. If you believe in Jesus, type 1 tweet 12. You are being drawn into something bigger than yourself and shorter term. It's something that will go further than you can imagine now, because it asks you to let go of old versions of yourself. This may feel hard at times. Those versions were never meant to last, though. They were on your way, not where you were going. You are moving into something that better shows who you really are. I can see the times when you had doubts about yourself and wondered if you were good enough, if you were capable, and if you were deserving of something better. Those thoughts were not from your truth. They came from events that tried to change how you saw yourself. But now you're starting to tell the difference between what's real and what was put on you. You are taking back your power by doing this. There will be times during this process when you feel like you are growing out of parts of your life that used to feel safe. But to grow, you often have to move, and moving can feel scary. Have faith that what you're leaving behind is making room for what's to come. You're not becoming less stable. You are making a stronger base that is based on truth instead of fear. If you type yes, miracles will happen. You'll start to notice that your energy changes the air around you. There was stress, but now there will be calm, clarity, and hope where there was doubt because of your presence. You don't have to force this. As you continue to be true to yourself, it will happen naturally. Even if you don't know it, you have something inside you that affects other people. This is part of your reason for being here and what makes you unique. Your real family is not far away from this process. There are ways they are helping you that you can't see. They are involved and being there. There will be times when you feel reassured in a way that you can't explain. Like everything will be okay, even though things don't look like they are. That's not making up stories. That's how you connect. You are being told that you are not going through this journey by yourself. You are also being asked to have more faith in yourself than ever before. Not the fear-based version of yourself, but the truth-based version of yourself. This is where you learn to trust your gut and do what feels right, even if other people don't understand. This trust will make your life stronger. As you make choices and act, it will help you stay on the right path. As you move forward, you need to understand one more thing. No longer should your identity be a secret. The way you move through the world is how you should live, speak, and share it. You don't have to say it out loud or show proof of it. It means you are it. You let it show through the things you do, the decisions you make, and the way you show up. People who see this in you will start to come to you, even if they can't fully explain it. They will be drawn to your clear energy, calmness, and energy. The way these connections feel will be different from other ones you've had. They'll feel natural, in sync, and helpful. This is part of your real family showing up in your life. You may also notice that some connections start to weaken at the same time. You don't need to fight this or feel bad about it. It's a normal part of moving things into place. Not everyone is meant to be with you on your whole journey. You will never meet some people again because they were in your past, and letting go of those ties makes room for new ones to come in. You are being set up for a life that shows who you really are, and that setting up includes both growth and release. It includes holding on and letting go, as well as learning and unlearning. You have to be patient with the process, but it will work and change things. You're not going to stay the same. As you change, you become something better. Could a part of your brain that you don't know about be affecting your ability to get money? The CIA has linked a study from Colombia to a small brain mechanism that can be activated by a simple 7-second ritual. This method is backed by 4 neuroscience labs and is helping people get out of financial trouble and into better balance in their lives. A lot of people are now living in their dreams, driving fancy cars, and finally going on fancy vacations. On the other hand, this page might not be up for long. Before it goes away, click the link in the description and comments. If you want the full guide, with every prayer and lesson I've compiled for this community, check the description for the Daily Miracle Manual. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit Out Community now, join the family, and see your heavens open. Even when you don't feel it, I am with you every step of the way on this journey. Behind the scenes, things are going on that you can't see yet. It is being cleared out. Chances are being made available, and connections are being made. Things are going along in a way that helps you grow and reach your goals. You should no longer walk around confused. You are meant to walk with ease. You will no longer have to live in fear. You are meant to be sure of yourself. It doesn't mean that everything will be easy, but you will be ready for anything with a different attitude, one that starts with knowing who you are. Remember that you are not changing into someone else as you move forward. Being who you've always been is coming out. This trip isn't about getting better. It's about getting rid of things that were never yours. As you do that, your true self will become more clear. There will come a time when everything inside you stops moving as you continue to walk in this bigger awareness. Not because nothing is happening, but because you now know what has been going on the whole time. It won't feel empty here. It will feel full, like taking a deep breath after a long trip. It will dawn on you that you are no longer looking for your identity. That's where you are. You won't feel like you're looking for a place to belong, because you'll know you've always had one. This is the quiet power of truth taking hold of you. You sometimes looked back on your life and wondered what you had missed, where you had gone wrong, or how far behind you were. But I can tell you now that nothing got lost. You are now beginning to understand that every delay, detour, and unexpected turn had a purpose. You never got off track. You were being led in ways you didn't fully understand yet. You are becoming more aware of these things, and they are now clearly fitting together. If you believe in God, type 777. You start to see yourself in a new way. One that isn't shaped by mistakes you've made or opinions other people have of you. You see yourself through the truth, your purpose, and the identity you've always had. The way you deal with problems will change after this change. It will change the way you look at chances. Everything about how you act will change. Because of it, you are becoming stronger in a way that doesn't need to be proven. It's steady, calm, and sure. This strength doesn't come from outside confirmation. It starts with being aware of who you are. People who don't understand you will no longer need you to explain yourself. You won't shrink to make other people feel better. You will stand in your truth without being cocky, but with quiet confidence. You will notice that your focus starts to shift as this change goes on. It will become less important to you what is temporary and more important to you what is lasting. Your time, energy, and attention will start to go to things that really matter. This is part of who you are. That shows through the choices you make. It's not something that's forced. This is something that just happens. If you think it's true, type Lellen and Levin. As time goes on, your real family keeps getting closer, but not in a way that makes you feel weak. When things become clear, when you suddenly understand, or when you feel at peace for no reason, you will know they are there. You are getting closer to this connection, which makes it seem more real to you. That thing is not in your reach. You're giving yourself permission to see it. Together with this new awareness will come a stronger sense of duty, not as a burden, but as a calling. You'll start to see that life is about more than just you. It has to do with the effect you have on other people and the light you bring into their lives. How you move forward will depend on what you've learned. It will help you decide what to do and how to act. You are not supposed to be perfect, but you are called to be aware, act on purpose, and move on purpose. Being aware of this will keep you from going back to old habits that don't help you. It will help you stay true to who you are even when things get hard. Soon, you'll be able to see things more clearly, understand things more deeply, and act wisely. There will be times when old thoughts and doubt try to sneak up on you and tell you old lies. But you are not the same person anymore. You're bigger now. You have changed. And you can now tell the difference between truth and lies. Those thoughts will no longer have power over you. You will watch them, understand them, and then let them go. You are moving into a life that shows your truth more clearly than ever. It doesn't mean everything will be easy, but everything will be for a reason. You will no longer think that bad things are happening to you for no reason. You'll start to understand what your experiences mean. You'll start to see how everything fits together. You can see your way better, but not because every detail is being shown to you. It's because you trust where you are going. You are no longer waiting for someone to let you go ahead. The fear of the unknown no longer holds you back. There is a quiet confidence in you that comes from inside. Your identity has been restored. Which is what this is. What's the deal with all the talk about the billionaire brainwave? A well-known neuroscientist says it was found during a private program using research from the CIA. 4 neuroscience labs have confirmed that this 7-second ritual can help you think in a way that leads to better financial results. Getting rid of stress means living in a better way with dream homes, fancy cars, and the freedom to take fancy vacations. But this find might be taken down soon. Before it's gone, click the link in the description and comments. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided ebooks and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.